Welcome back to another episode of Coming Into Bloom.
Hey guys.
We are at it again. Happy Monday.
Yes, and happy February.
Oh yeah, today is the first day of February. So we record our episodes on Wednesday and then they post on Monday. So
We're a little bit ahead, but
it's very confusing to try to keep it together. So I wanted to start out with this thing that I saw. I think it was on Facebook. Somebody posted this and my mind is blown. And please tell me if you knew this because I did not know this. Okay, I'm going to read the post first. Okay. It says, learning that paprika is just dried and crushed red bell peppers was really shocking. I don't know why I thought there was a paprika tree somewhere. So I Googled that and it is red peppers.
Well, isn't paprika, unless you get the spicy one, isn't it just for color? It's not really for flavor.
Well, it has like a smoky, aftertaste.
Okay.
At least to me it does.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
But I don't get that in a bell pepper.
Me either. But I'm like, her post says, I don't know why I thought there was a paprika tree. Like,
paprika tree.
Me too. Like, is that not crazy?
I guess I did think it was like a jalapeno plant, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Maybe.
Rather like a bush rather than a tree.
So when I Googled it, it says that it says it's in the red bell pepper family.
Okay.
I don't know that it's necessarily like actually crushed up red bell pepper.
Okay.
But it says that it is.
Yeah.
In the bell pepper or whatever. And I just thought that was wild.
That's hilarious.
I'm sharing this on the podcast because my mind's been blown since I read it. Okay.
So I have to know if our listeners knew that it was bell pepper or not. So you'll need to message us and let us know if we're crazy.
Or if you're on YouTube, you can comment, right?
Oh, yep.
You can comment and say, if you knew that was in the red bell pepper family. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's crushed red bell pepper.
Perfect.
Okay,
cool.
The other thing that I found that I thought was really fun that I thought we could do is called Find Your Perfect Farm Name.
Okay.
And here's how. So you start with your favorite vegetable. So what would be there's a ton listed. So I'm sure your favorite vegetable is listed. Do you have one?
Yeah, I'm going to say broccoli.
All right, so Stormy, that's the first name of your farm. Okay.
Stormy.
Favorite junk food?
Chips.
There's a whole bunch. Chicken. That's the second name of your farm.
Stormy chicken.
And then what season were you born in? Winter, spring, summer, fall?
Winter.
Okay, so the last part of your farm name would be farm. So Stormy Chicken Farm.
Stormy Chicken Farm. Wow, that's so on brand for the reign of Georgia and it's being a chicken state.
True. So you're a chicken farmer. How about that? Let me see what mine would be. Okay, so my favorite vegetable, I love cabbage. Cabbage is listed on here. But I love fried okra.
It's a good one too.
I'm going to say okra. So that would be heritage. Okay, and then my favorite junk food, macaroni and cheese is listed.
Ooh.
Oh, Twizzlers. I do love some Twizzlers. I'm going to go with Twizzlers. Okay, so heritage, fields, and I guess I was born in the winter too.
Yeah, February. Yep.
Okay, so heritage, fields, farm. I guess that could be whatever.
Yeah, heritage fields. I love that.
Anyways, I thought those were fun. I saw them and I was like, I just wonder what Caitlin's farm name would be.
Aww.
What would Tristan's be, you think?
Okay, let's think. His favorite vegetable is tomato a vegetable or a fruit?
That's hilarious. I think it's a fruit.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Tomato
is listed as a vegetable.
Okay, we'll do tomato.
So prairie.
No, okay. And then what's the second one?
Favorite junk food.
Junk food. Is there pizza?
Let's see. No, no pizza. There's
Okay.
soda pop, cupcakes, nachos, donuts,
We'll do
Oreo.
Oreo for sure. Yep.
Okay, barn, prairie
Prairie
barn.
Barn
And then
and
where was he born?
Winter Farm.
Farm.
Prairie Barn Farm.
So I wonder what he would be, what would he be farming on Prairie Barn Farm?
Yaks. Because you know who farms yaks, don't you?
Who?
Jeffree Star.
Oh my gosh, what a perfect
What a perfect
transition.
transition.
Girl,
I was made for this.
you are awesome. So that leads us to our very first topic of the podcast, which is Mascara-gate.
Oh, girl.
Yes. So if you have not heard of Mascara-gate, if you are not on TikTok, I don't think it's on Instagram, but I know it's on TikTok. Anyway, so Mascara-gate is about this girl. I don't know how to say her last name, but her first name is Michaela. And she apparently has a sponsorship with L'Oreal. They just came out with this new mascara, telescopic lift. And so she's on her TikTok. And I think when I looked, she had like 14 million followers. So this is like a big beauty like influencer girl. And so anyway, she's putting the mascara on the video and she says this is one coat, and then the very next clip is her saying this is the second coat, and everybody is saying it's fake eyelashes. Have you seen this?
So
have you seen the video?
I have seen the video. I follow Michaela because I enjoy her content. She's like funny but also does like it's a lot of sponsorships, but I mean, get your coin, girl. Like, I'll support that.
Right.
So I followed her. So when I came across her video, it was like on my feed, like normal. So, and when I looked at the comments, I was like, wait a second, these people are kind of right. So then I started seeing all the other videos that people were posting about it. And I'm like, I'm kind of on everyone else's side. And I think it's been over a week and she still hasn't posted a response video or anything.
Okay, so I followed Jeffree Star. So I had never heard of Michaela. So, Jeffree's been gone for probably 2 months, I think is what he said, since he's posted a video. And so when he, I guess, found out about this, he was like, I'm coming back with the reviews on the makeup. And so his videos because he has posted the response to has the mascara and all of that stuff. But what I did see about Michaela, which I thought this was a very good like perspective and like a flip to the coin, like the other side of the story kind of, is that she is contracted by L'Oreal. So that video is paid sponsorship by them. And obviously it was like a marketing, fanatic. Everybody is going out and getting this mascara. In fact, while I'm out today, I'm going to go see if I can find it because
good luck.
I just want to try this stuff out. But anyway, so it's L'Oreal telescopic lift, and this girl, this other like lady, it was an attorney. She was older and she was on TikTok, and she was saying that she's contracted to keep that video up for a certain amount of time based off of her contract. Well, she was saying hypothetically, I guess, because she wasn't Michaela's attorney, but she was saying usually that's like how it goes is once you post that video and it's paid sponsorship, they have control of when it comes down. You don't get to take it down. So I think she's waiting, until it all kind of like blows over. And I would venture off to say either it was on purpose to sell the mascara because everybody's talking about it and everybody's buying it, or L'Oreal sat back and waited to see like what's going to happen. And now, it's genius. I don't think they'll fire her. Do you?
I don't think so. But so from what I've seen on TikTok, if you are a model for eyelash commercials on television, you are like, you sign affidavits promising that you're not wearing fake lashes. You're only wearing the product that's on camera. So chances are it's probably similar for influencers that they kind of have to sign like legal proof saying that they're not wearing fake lashes. But also it's influencing is such unregulated business.
Right. Because it's so new. Yeah.
So who
Yeah.
knows? I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I know nothing about that stuff, but I feel like she wouldn't be lying. I mean, if she's a makeup guru, she should know how to do her lashes to make them look fake, right?
The crazy part is her lashes didn't look that bad after using the mascara.
Yeah.
You know,
It,
like when she shows the first coat, it looks good. And
yep.
everybody was saying, like, if you look in the comments, they were saying, like, why didn't you just leave the one coat? Like, it was fine. It looked great. And then she comes back on and says, this is the second coat. And I'm like, and I've seen other girls, obviously, and Jeffree Star come back and take that mascara and show you. And the mascara is good mascara. I think that's why everybody's going out and buying it. And I
Yeah.
think the price point is like between, I think it's under $15.
Yeah.
I want to say. So, marketing genius or marketing oops? What do
I
you
don't know.
think?
Either way, it worked. I'm sure L'Oreal's got an insane amount of sales right now. So
100. Have you gone out to look for it?
I haven't. I don't really care that much. But I was gonna ask you, did you like watch Jeffree Star on YouTube back in the day or no?
No, TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
when he came on TikTok, that's how I found him. I never watched his YouTube like
oh,
video.
okay.
And so I guess I'd kind of forgotten about him because he hasn't posted in so long. So, you know, like when you're scrolling on there, he hasn't posted, so nothing has come up. And I actually found out about Michaela because he posted and
Mm-hmm.
was like, I'm coming out of retirement. And I was like, what? He's been in retirement? So then I went back to his page and he only had one video that I had not seen. But
Mm.
he responded with the actual mascara and like put it on and all that. Do you watch him on YouTube?
So back in the day before he had his big scandal, because he had a big scandal, I watched him and I was subscribed to him, but like I was subscribed to so many makeup YouTubers back in the
Yeah.
day. So like him, but I was obsessed with like him and Shane Dawson, unfortunately, because he also had that big scandal, and like James Charles and all those.
Oh wow. See, I don't know any of the other ones. I just know him, and I have to say, like Jeffree Star for sure knows how to wear some makeup. He has his own skincare line.
Yes, and he has like a mascara or not mascara. What if he did? Oh my gosh, he needs to come up with a
Could
mascara product after this.
right,
And the
right.
eyeshadow palette, he has I think he worked with Morphe and had eyeshadow
Yes,
and stuff.
yes. I think you're right. I think it was Morphe, but
But
his
you're
skin.
telling me you don't know who Shane Dawson is?
Uh-uh.
Girl, that's a
Or maybe I
millennial.
just don't know like the name, but I know the face. Maybe.
That's a millennial versus Gen Z. Because I grew up on YouTube watching Shane Dawson. Like
Okay, so tell me who this is.
he is from California or whatever, and he just makes silly videos, but also spooky videos. Like,
Spooky? Oh
yeah, he tells
wow.
scary stories and stuff, but he had a very big scandal, so nobody likes him anymore. He's canceled. But
Oh
yeah, I like
wow.
grew up watching him, and he had, like has this pig merchandise shirt. Anyway, that's
That's
how people know him.
crazy. Wow. Yeah, I don't know him, so I guess I'm showing my
Wow.
age.
Yeah, did you ever watch YouTube and stuff growing up?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Wow. See, I feel like
Because,
my generation did.
well, I don't even know if YouTube was like a thing. Like,
Yeah.
was it even, I guess it was out,
I don't
maybe?
know when, but
I don't know when it came out either, but no, I don't remember watching YouTube like in high
wow.
school. I'm trying to think if maybe college. I know Facebook came out when I was in college,
Mm-hmm.
and you had to be going, well, here you had to be going to VSU to get an account. And I feel like YouTube came after that, don't you?
Probably.
I don't know. So yeah, I was probably like, I don't think I've ever watched anybody on YouTube. Like,
Wow.
yeah, like I don't think I watch like YouTube like channels like my kids do. Like my kids
Oh, yeah.
follow, you know, all these people. I don't think I've ever. I cannot think of one person who's like YouTube channel I'm hooked to. And now I can tell you my TikTok and Instagram people I watch, but not
Yeah.
YouTube.
I was obsessed with like David Dobrik and like that whole group of people. I mean, now it's all fizzled out, but that's crazy that you've never just sat and like enjoyed a YouTuber, been
YouTube.
obsessed.
No, I watch like, you know, I guess TikTok is shorter versions of that. So
Mhm.
not the same, but yeah, that's crazy. I've never even thought about that, you know?
Yeah,
We should have saved that for our
I
Gen Z.
know.
Oh well. So anyways, if you're interested, go check out the L'Oreal telescopic lift. It is all the rave right now. And by the time this post, it will probably all be fizzled out. But
True.
I just thought that would be super fun to talk about. Okay, so quick flower update, I guess.
Yeah.
We have a roof on the permanent like greenhouse that's for like our germination, and the sides are supposed to be going up this week. Fingers crossed this weather like participates and
Mhm.
everybody can show up, because the it's a lot of work. Like, it's not just for one person, like a bunch of people have to be on deck for it, for the big poles and stuff. And then something exciting happened yesterday. We got a phone call from one of our, well, I say a friend of ours, but he also works for us. But he found out that there was some AstroTurf that was going to be available to the public yesterday. And he said, anyways, I don't know how he found out. I still don't know how he finds out half the stuff he does. But anyways, he found out they were giving this AstroTurf away. And so he drove over with a trailer, loaded up 2 of these massive, I mean, it's like the size of a football, not a whole football field, but like a 20-yard line, 10-yard line. You know how from one end to the other? Well, like 2 of those. So like if you're talking about a football field, a 10-yard line and a 20-yard line long of
Wow.
AstroTurf. And so he loads it up, brought it over here, like this was all just out of the blue. So now I have flooring for the greenhouse, for the germination.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's
It's
awesome.
huge. And it's like crushed gravel and like grass, like turf or whatever. And it's worn out, obviously,
Yeah.
but it's that we're using it for like, the floor part, and it covers the entire area. So that was so fun and exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, that we got that yesterday, just out of the blue. Weren't even expecting it. So that'll be the floor, and then we'll put the sides on. The roof is done. So the setup that we're hoping for is we seed in the barn, and then you step down into the germination like greenhouse. And then once it's done in there, then it'll move over to that growing greenhouse, which is the big one that we posted some pictures up this post on Monday. But anyways, this week we posted the greenhouse pictures. So then it'll go into there if it's Mother's Day, Easter, or your wedding. Anything else will, go into the you pick area. But the bad thing, while that's all exciting, the bad thing is I have all of these seed trays just piling up in that big greenhouse, like waiting. Where do I go? Where do I go? I need a germination house, So I'm having to seed them in the barn, drag them all the way over to the big greenhouse. And I feel like they're so, they're seeds, they're tiny. And I'm like, this is such a big space for them. Anyways, it's a whole issue, but hopefully it will not be for long. And then once we kind of get the system set up, we can get going and it won't be bad. So it's a temporary situation for now, but we're working it out. But that's our flower update. We have a ton of seed trays being seeded. We've got transplants coming in. I mean, I feel like my growing greenhouse is filling up with seed trays. And then we have this greenhouse, coming to be or whatever. So I think there's a lot going on over here. I feel like
there is.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, for flower update. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our Q&A part 2. We started this on our last episode, and we didn't get to all the questions. So I've kind of pulled a few more for this little section here. And the first one is, how do you use your iPhone?
I guess the question's asking, like, what do we use it for, maybe?
Well, I was thinking like how, meaning like I use mine for everything. I mean, except phone calls. I don't use it for phone calls. I use it to text. I use it to look things up on the internet. I've used it to Zoom before. I'm right now using it as a stopwatch because I'm trying to make sure we're, within a 30-40 minute podcast. I use it for my alarm when I get up in the morning. I use it to just get on social media. I use it to make social media graphics, videos. Oh my gosh. Everything. Games. When you're bored and you're sitting in a waiting room, you got some games on there you can play. Books. I use it to read. Not all the time, but because we all know I don't read that much. But there are books on here that I've read in the past. Podcasts, audiobooks. I do like those.
I guess the better question would be, what do you not use on your iPhone? Like, I don't open the news app.
I delete that. I deleted that thing off. And the health app. I don't use the health app.
Yes. Everything else, though, it's used.
Oh, yeah, the weather. I use it to check the weather.
Yes.
Like, to see if the kids
let
need to
me
wear
open
pants
my
or
phone.
shorts. Yeah.
Calculator all the time. Probably every day, I'm sure I have to use a calculator.
I used it before I got on this podcast, the calculator.
Oh, yeah.
We use notes together.
Oh, we do, yes. Do you have any fun apps on your phone that you want to share? I have a fun one that I want to talk about. If
okay, you go ahead and I'll look while you tell us.
So it's this app called Poop Map, okay? And you just map every time you... Yes. Every time you drop one, you drop a pin where you pooped, and then you can share your location with your friends. And they can all see where you've gone number 2.
What in the world? What is that? What is that?
That started in 2020 when I was like bored at home because they sent you home because of COVID. And yeah, I just wanted to see where my friends were at and what they were doing.
They were pooping. You wanted to see where they were pooping.
You can also put captions and like take pictures and everything.
Oh,
I just with your friends.
Wait, take pictures of you pooping?
Yeah.
What are you taking pictures of? Stop
I hope not the toilet, but you can take selfies.
So this is literally just like, hey, I pooped here at 10:32 a.m.
Here's a picture from a while ago.
What is this craziness? Oh my gosh, I am dead. I'm dead with this.
You can rate it on like a 5-star scale. and people can like comment back on like if you left a caption for your poop, people can comment back and start a conversation. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it, but that's my favorite app currently.
That's crazy. I'm trying to find the app that I'm thinking of because, I mean, it's on here and that it's not, when I'm scrolling, I'm not seeing it. Anyways, I'm sure you've seen me use it. I know you've seen the other girl that used to work here use it, but it's called no, not Earl. It's Carl. There it is right there. So it's called Carl, and it's this, it doesn't look like it already opened. Anyways, it's like a plant app, and you take a picture of the plant, and it tells you like if something's wrong with it, what's wrong with it, how to fix it. If you don't know what type of plant it is, sometimes it will get it correctly. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it does not get the plant correctly, but it will tell you if you see a plant that's there, you can take the picture and it will, like I said, try to tell you. It diagnoses any diseases or bugs. If you see a certain bug on there, you can take a picture of it and it'll show you like how to get rid of it with like a...
That's really awesome.
What do you call that? Spray schedule, I guess, or something? Like to get rid of the bugs. Diagnosis and a cure for the bugs.
So if you come out to the flower farm, then you can download this app. And for example, if you don't know what baby's breath is, you can take a picture of it and then it'll pop up and tell you what baby's breath is.
Exactly. I actually ended up so there's free like things, but to get all of those features, you have to pay for it or whatever. And so I pay for it because I do use Carl like all the time, especially when I have the seedlings. And like if the leaves start turning colors, like it will tell me like what's wrong with the plant, and then I know like what to do to like fix it. But this other app that I used to use before I used Carl was called Picture This. And
I've heard of Picture This.
Okay, it's the same thing, and you get a little bit. I feel like you get more features on because it's also free, but you can choose to upgrade. But you do get more features with the like free version of that. So Picture This is another one, and you can also it will diagnose and also identify plants and things like that. But that's really it. I don't have any fun like pooping ones like you do.
Well, that's good.
But I would say
I don't think I have any other fun ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have all these grocery apps and like, I mean, I have games that I play in the like pickup line because there's absolutely zero internet at my kid's school. So you can't get on anything but like offline games. I mean, I have Chick-fil-A, Venmo, Face app to fix all my pictures.
Yeah.
Spotify. Yeah. I don't really have anything fun, but I think we got some good ones.
You need to get something fun. I think
do. So. The poop app. Okay.
Just so Brent knows where you're dropping one. Sorry. I'll stop.
This is hilarious. I cannot with this. That is classic. Didn't you also, like in our Amazon finds, have like a toilet or something that you
Yes, the squatty potty. This makes me look so bad, doesn't it? Guys, I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. Okay, so the second one is, where are you from?
Oh, okay, I'll go first. So I'm from a little town called Middleburg, Florida. So it's right outside of Jacksonville. It's in Clay County, and it's like 2.5 hours from where I'm currently at. It's probably like 2 hours from your house.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was, I thought it was farther than that for some reason. I had it like down past Orlando for some reason.
Oh,
I don't know why I thought that.
That's not me.
I am from Hawkinsville, Georgia, and so it is a very tiny, tiny town, about 2.5 hours or 3 hours, depending on what part you're going to. You'll see on the interstate like 15 signs to get off in Hawkinsville, but Hawkinsville is actually not right off of the interstate. It is 45 minutes from an interstate. So, and it's also about an hour south of Macon. It's known as Central Georgia. Single A school, if that tells you kind of the size of the population.
Yeah.
Very, very tiny town, Pulaski County.
So is that the town that Stranger Things is based off of? Because they're in Hawkins, Georgia, right?
Yeah, but no, it's not my town. No, but yes, it is the name of it I think is very similar to Hawkinsville, but no. I wish
I think
we could
they're in
claim
Hawkins.
That. Yeah. So we do
Maybe it's closer to Atlanta.
We have a guy that I went to high school with, Charles Johnson. He was a year younger than me, and he went to play at UGA and then went on to play, I believe, with the Panthers, NFL. So that's about our only claim to fame, I would say. Yeah, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we are known for Tara Grinstead, the beauty queen that went missing, and then we just recently found out was murdered, like confirmed that she was murdered in Osceola. She was actually from Hawkinsville, Georgia, several years older than me, and I did hold a pageant title with her. Like, she was in the Miss category, and I was in the Young Miss. So I knew her and her family, and still know her family today very well, but I wouldn't really say that's our claim to fame, but Hawkinsville is. And most people associate her with Osceola, not really Hawkinsville. Right. So anyways, I think that's
or even they probably associate her with Perry too, right? Because that's where the cop was from.
Oh, yeah. Well, she lived and worked in Osceola, but yeah, that the cop that left the card, he was actually from Hawkinsville, but was on the Perry Police Department. Yeah. And
Oh, gotcha.
she
Okay.
used to like run through town and stuff. Like I remember seeing her like running through town, like exercising or whatever. Like it's crazy. Anyways,
Wow.
that's a long time. Are y'all known for anything in Middleburg?
I don't think so. Like, the neighboring town, there's a swimmer. I think his name's Caleb Dressel, and he has more gold medals now than Michael Phelps at the
Oh,
Olympics. But that's
wow.
like the other high school. So I don't know, like, if my town is known for anything. I'm sure someone that's listening, like my mom is probably listening to this and being like, duh, Caitlin, we're known for this, this, and this, but I have no
Right.
idea.
Okay, the next question is who is your BFF?
You're my BFF, duh. Okay, okay. So I have two, three-ish BFFs. So I have my best friend who I like think of is my best friend Carly Beth, and she goes to the University of Florida. She's a grad student. So if you're near Gainesville,
Wow.
say what's up, Carly Beth. And then I have Megan, who's my like not biological sister, but I just call her my sister. She's gonna be my matron of honor. And then I
Oh.
have Bree, who's an ag teacher.
In
What about you?
Lanier
Oh yeah, in
County.
Lakeland County, Georgia.
That's so crazy, but really cool that you have a friend that like works at the school system where I live.
Yeah.
So my best friend is Allison. We met each other when we were in
Mm.
kindergarten, and we have been friends ever since kindergarten. So
And she
we
was in your wedding, right?
she was in my wedding. I was in her wedding. We turned 16 together, 21 together, 30 together. We're about to turn 40 together. Yeah, we've gone to, I mean, multiple birthday parties, breakups, like
Aw.
whole works. I don't even know how many years is that we have been friends. Like, so we met, let's see, we were in kindergarten. So how old are you? Like 5 or 6?
Yeah,
So since I was 5 and I'm 37,
that's crazy.
20
32
years?
years.
32. Yeah. I was saying over 20, but yes,
Oh.
32 years. We graduated together. And
Wow.
yeah, we talk every day. And yeah, that's my best friend and has been for a long
Love
time.
that.
Okay. What is your dog's name?
Okay, I have two, and they are Elena and Aldine, but we call them Lainey and Beanie.
Oh, I like Lainey. That's such a pretty name.
Hmm.
So I have two beagles. One is Bailey and the other one is Rosie. Rosie, we just got, and we wanted to name her after a flower because flower farm. And
Hmm.
I went through all the flowers, and calendula and snapdragon and zinnia just didn't fit.
Go, Disha.
Godisha. So we stuck with Rose, and then Rosie. I think one of the kids added on the E, Rose E,
Mm,
and so it came to be what it is. But anyways, that's a funny story about that.
that is.
Okay, the last question is: if you could go back in time, what year would you go to?
If I could go back in time, I would go back to May 1st of 2022, and I would not ruin the surprise of my engagement.
Oh
Poor Tristan.
no,
He
that's
still has trauma
right.
about that.
If I could go back in time, I would say it would be, I guess, 2010, because that is the year, let's see, me and Brent met, we got married, we had a kid, we bought a house, he got out of the military, I graduated from college, I got board certified to be a surge tech, we bought our first home. Yeah, it was the
That's a good
wildest
year.
year. I told him we needed to do a whole podcast episode on that entire year because it literally started at the beginning of the year, and by December 2010, we had a baby. We had so many
Insane.
things. But anyways, I would go back to that year because it was crazy. And as crazy as it was, I think I would want to relive it just because, I don't know,
Hmm.
just to relive it. Okay, so we're going to move on really quick because I have an appointment in town that I have got to get to. So, should we skip Generation Gap?
We did already talk about the YouTube thing, so we can save this one for next week.
Yeah, we could do this next week. Okay, so let's do our Name 5. So, I have the little card right here. So, Name 5 is a card game. And I used to have this in my car, and I thought it would be fun to bring this onto the podcast. So it has a list of categories, and then you choose one, and you have to name 5 within that category. So I think I'm going to pick talk show host.
Oh, so another thing is while we're thinking of the talk show host, you guys can also think of them, and
yes,
maybe we'll have some of the same answers.
Or comment if you're on YouTube. Comment who your talk show host is.
Steve Harvey.
Yes. I'm going to go with Oprah. I mean, she was huge back in the day. All right.
I know we canceled her, but I'm going to go with Ellen.
Oh, Ellen. I did used to watch her. Yeah, for years I watched her show. Actually tried to get on it when I was pregnant. She had this pregnant like challenge thing, and I made this video like in Target. I don't even remember what it was. Anyways, I did love me some Ellen. Drew Barrymore, she's newer, but she has her own show now called The Drew Show. The Home Edit went in and organized her backstage area. That's how I found out she had a show.
Oh.
So awesome. That's 4, right? That's 4?
Yes. Okay. Dr. Phil. I'm going to go with Dr. Phil.
That is such a good show, too. Like, sometimes I find myself, like, landing on it and just sitting because
I just watched the reels, like, TikTok, like the clips that they put on there, because sometimes people are a bit crazy on that show.
Yes, they really are. They really are. Okay, so also quick note, on Monday, so this episode will come out Monday, February the 6th. Mm-hmm. Yes, February the 6th. And on that same day, we will be recording this podcast for the following week with Randy and John Hickman from Hickman Honey. So that's going to be super exciting. They are going to record with Caitlin at ABAC, right? It's on the ABAC campus. Mm-hmm. And then I will be here, so we'll do it over Zoom, but we have a very exciting like episode planned. And I can't wait to like sit down and talk to them about bees and honey and them as a couple and the Tifton Farmers Market. Like, we have so many fun things to talk to them about. So their episode will air February 13th. But we will record it next week. So that's kind of what we have going on. And then do you want to give the quote of the week?
Yeah, sure. So the quote of this week is, "May the petals teach me the art of letting go."
I love that. You know what reminded me when I saw this was Beauty and the Beast.
You're so right.
That rose, and the petals kept falling, and like at the last petal, if he didn't find someone to love him, then the curse was going to continue or whatever. I thought immediately of Beauty and the Beast.
I love that.
But I do love that quote.
Like, it's important, I guess, to when doors are closing, it's okay to let them close. I kind of was talking about this with my friend yesterday because she was saying how like she hopes all the time for doors to close that she's like not strong enough to close.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's a good way to think about it.
That's strong too. I really like that. And sometimes it is the best. You know what I mean? It's for the best. Mm-hmm. So it might stink in the moment, but something better is going to open, We wanted to give a review to our podcast shout out to Sweet Southern Style and Sweet as Belle. They left us reviews. They were very sweet on our podcast page. So if you have not left us a review or rated us, you can give us a 5-star rating for sure, right? 5 stars. And also leave us a review on our podcast page so we can know how we're doing. And let us know like what segments you like or what you would like to see more of. And we'll try to incorporate that stuff in our next few episodes. But I think that's
Yeah,
all
thank
for
you guys for
today.
those reviews. They were so nice. Like if you guys go on the Apple Podcast and look at those reviews, they literally were so genuine. I love it.
Yes, yes. And the one Sweet Southern Style, she like used like flower type terms or growing terms, I guess, which
Hmm.
I thought was really cool in her review. So check that out if you haven't. And leave us your own personal one if you don't mind. But that is all we have for today. Gosh, I can't hardly talk. So hope you guys have a great Monday, and we will see you next week with Randy and John.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.